Hello, and welcome back to the best part of your week. Welcome back to the Love, Death, and Movies podcast, internet's number one film breakdown and review podcast, the podcast that crushes watch lists week after week. Every 2 months is a different genre. Every week within that 2 months is a different film in that genre. So follow us on everything, join along for the ride, and let's watch some movies. That was perfect for
That was
having
really
like
good.
3 weeks off.
Yeah, it was really good. That was
Gonna
really
just
good.
give myself a little pat on the back.
It's as if you recorded it before and played it. Like, it was really good.
I've just been practicing it in the mirror for the last hour. It's fine.
Ash is actually AI. For the next month, she is
Yes.
AI.
I'm not really here. I'm one of your hosts, AI Ash, and with me every week is Harry, and we're back from a little Christmas break. We pre-recorded last time, so we had a couple weeks off, and we are back with bite-sized bangers. But before we get into this week's episode, give us a little like Spark Notes, which is like, you know what Spark Notes is,
Yeah, I
right?
know Spark.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Spark Notes.
how your holiday was, how your last couple weeks was, anything you want to highlight?
Yeah, I'm over Christmas. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm a Christmas person. I love Christmas, but once Christmas starts, I can't wait for it to end.
Same.
So I'm like, it's now towards the end of it, which I thank Christ. Also, putting this out there, New Year's Eve, one of the most sham holidays
Yes.
of the entire year. This holiday, the people that like look forward and celebrate New Year's Eve like non-stop. Like, I don't mind if you hold a party or whatever, go out and have some drinks. But if you're the people that like lining up to like Sydney Harbour to New York Times Square, you've got something wrong with you. Like
Absolutely.
100%. Like I think that So that's what we're about to lead up to is New Year's Eve, and like fuck that holiday. It's just nothing. It's just fucking nothing. It's just where prices go up on alcohol. That's the only thing that
Barely
happens.
stay up till midnight, so
Yeah, exactly. I'm hosting like a little shindig at mine, but it'll only be like 8 people. But at the end of it, it'll be great. Like I'm not I'm ambivalent if I host or not. But then I'm gonna love it at the end of the night when I have hosted. I'm like, cool guys, I'm going to bed. Fuck off. Like,
Get
which is gonna be
out.
good. But Christmas was good. It was good to see family. It's kind of just all wind down now. I've had a busy day today. I had a 9:15 a.m. IMAX screening for Avatar 3. I was like looking through like the next 3 weeks, and there was like one seat left at this one showing, and that was it. I'm an Avatar, so I'm a big Avatar fan. I think it was
one of
really
those.
good. Yeah, I am. I think it was really entertaining. It was really good. Visually stunning. It's the same as the other two movies. So if you don't like them, you're not gonna like this. It showed the like a 5-minute scene of the Odyssey beforehand. Yeah, like nothing comes close to this movie now for next year for me.
So
like,
hyped.
it's like they show it's not a spoiler. They show
Don't
the
tell me.
Trojan. Okay.
I'm kidding. You can tell
Okay, well, it's nothing crazy, but they show the Trojan horse scene, and it's like it really reminded me of the first scene of Dark Knight with the bank robbery with the Joker. Of like the music's really somber and it's really tense. There's not too much dialogue, and it's just really fucking atmospheric. It's exactly like that, and it's unreal. And I'm just watching it like I couldn't like stop looking, and it was like I just felt it just looks so good. I can't wait. It just oozes with aura. It does ooze with oars as well. So I can't wait for that. But another one that I saw was the only kind of other one that I think in between that we've chatted, which you saw as well, is The Housemaid. I loved the book. I thought the movie was fucking average as shit.
Yeah.
I thought that you know who really surprised me going into this movie. I was like, Amanda Seyfried is so miscast in this because like
No, she
spoilers
was
for the book.
best
This
part.
is yes, I agree. She was fucking awesome, but like it's not really spoilers for the book. But the character of Nina, who Amanda Seyfried has, like she should be like 50 pounds overweight. Like because it's a big part of her character. Like it's a
And
big
she's
part
not
of her
blonde.
character.
Oh, she is blonde. That's right. She's naturally brunette, but he wants her to be blonde.
Yes, but then you cast Amanda Seyfried. I was like, what the fuck? But then she was totally great.
Well, she's supposed to have like short hair too. Like she's
yeah.
kind of like trying to make herself more unattractive, which I'm not
And
saying
like
short hair
draped
makes
in white.
Yes,
yeah, but
lots
it
of
was just
white.
like a white vest that she put
like
on.
washed out basically.
Yeah, I thought Sydney Sweeney was fucking nothing until like the last act, maybe.
Yeah,
like,
she seemed like she kind of woke up a little bit towards the
it just seemed so silly. The entire movie was so silly.
Well, it was very campy, and I feel like the book didn't really come off that way, but I think for a thriller like that, I think it needed to be, like a movie at least needed to be campy, which is why I think Amanda Seyfried was actually the only one killing it, because she was
Yeah.
kind of overacting and like kind of acting campy as her character. I feel like everybody else wasn't. They were like taking it like Like the dad was like almost like taking it too seriously, and
Way
Sydney
too
Sweeney just
seriously.
seemed like so nonchalant, like she didn't care about anything, and it just didn't really fit the
Well, like
vibe.
there was a couple
The
of things
book.
which I'm gonna try and not spoil the housemaid. There's a gardener character in the book that's pretty big in the book. He's just
Yep,
fucking nothing in the
I said
movie.
that. Yeah, to the people I saw it with, I was like, he was like not even in it.
He said like one line. It was like why
Mm-hmm.
even have him in there then? It was kind of weird that he was
Mm-hmm.
referenced then. There was a line towards the end of the movie, spoken by a character's mother. At the end of the book, spoken by a character's mother, that they like reappropriated for the movie and made it really dumber and like didn't even make any kind of sense. About I'll tell you after off it, but
Yeah.
that and I thought there was chemistry between two characters was just non-existent. Whenever they were like trying to force chemistry, like our whole audience was laughing at scenes that you shouldn't be laughing at.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
made the mistake of going with my sister-in-laws and my mother-in-law, and I mean, they watch like Hallmark movies and like think that they're like amazing. You know, like these are just people that aren't like movie people. Like they are the general audience of moviegoers. So I knew going with them that I wasn't going to be able to talk critically about it at all. Like afterwards, I wasn't even trying to like shit on it. I was just trying to like say like, "Oh, I thought this could have been better," or that, and they're like, "I think it was a pretty like pretty much the same as the book." And I'm just like, okay, so obviously you guys are not the people to talk to about
Nah,
this. So
the
I knew I
book's
was going to be
great.
able to talk to you about it. I was like, I'm just not even going to go there. They don't have the like movie excitement and like knowledge and like discussion that we usually have to be able
Yeah,
to break it down. But yeah, I thought the book was worlds better.
yeah.
And speaking of books, you're going to be so proud of me.
Go ahead.
Today I bought that M. Night Shyamalan and Nicholas Sparks book,
Remain.
Remain. I'm
Nice.
going to read that. And I ordered Project Hail Mary.
Nice. Yes. Don't watch trailers. Don't watch
I think
trailers.
I've already seen it. Honestly, I saw the trailer months ago, but I
If
already
you don't
forgot
remember
everything.
anything, yeah, cool.
I
Don't.
don't remember anything.
Good. Good.
And then I bought a 3-pack of more Frida McFadden books. I think it's like The Boyfriend, The Teacher,
Nice.
and one other one that I can't remember.
Is
So
it?
I'm
Do you have
looking
Never
forward.
Lie or The
I've read
Crash?
Never Lie.
See,
I've
I
read
haven't.
that.
I've only ever read
Never Lie is good.
Housemaid. So after the book that I'm reading now, I'm reading the Housemaid sequel, and I'm probably
Okay,
going
I've
to read
read
the
that.
third one, and just to get rid of them. I've also got. Sorry, I've got my little bookcase here that I can look over towards. I've got Do Not Disturb, The Surrogate Mother, and Never Lie, and I think there was one more, The Intruder.
Okay, that's the other
So
one I think is in my 3-pack, maybe The
okay, cool.
Intruder.
Okay, cool.
But Never
Well,
Lie's good. I think you'll like that one. The Housemaid second book is good, not as good. I've heard the third one is kind of like the worst of the three, but the second one's still readable. It's still good.
it's just popcorn. Like they're just easy to
It is.
read.
They're
That's kind of what
easy.
I'm doing.
One that I would avoid that I didn't love a lot is The Silent Patient. That one took way too
Okay.
long to read and it did not pay off like I thought it would. Probably not worth your time.
Let's start a book club. Like I've got an app that I
Let's
use that we
do
can
it.
easily manage book clubs. So if anyone really wants
All right,
to
let's actually
join with
do
us,
this. And if anyone listening wants to be a part of it, then
just
let us
DM
know.
the podcast, I guess, and
Virtual
we'll
book
be
club. We can meet once a month and talk
yeah,
about
we'll
the
just
book.
like yeah, it'll be great because I got a couple books that I think that wait, okay. We'll talk about Shiva Baby in a fucking second, okay? There's a book that like I bought the other day. Where I see heaps of. I've only just gone into reading in the last like 3 months, but a thriller book called Not Quite Dead Yet. Have you heard about this? So, from what I understand, the quick synopsis is that this woman gets attacked, and she gets like I don't know, she gets attacked, and her doctor says that she'll have a brain aneurysm within a week. So she spends that last week to solve her own murder, and that synopsis should sell you on a book right
Yeah,
there. So yeah,
definitely.
it might be a feature in the book club, but yeah,
Okay.
nice. I'm
Let
very
me
keen.
know.
Let's do
That
this.
sounds great. Okay. Well, Harry said it. I don't even need to talk about I honestly, I'm so like done with Christmas. Like you said, it was great.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable.
As soon as it starts, you're like, cool.
I'm
Here's the end.
tired.
Yeah.
I'm done. I got this great sweater from my husband. You know, that's pretty much Harry got a Nora, which is a big win 'cause I know it's hard to get in Australia,
Oh, it's so
especially
hard.
the Criterion. I have that as well. So twins. But yeah, great Christmas. Moving past it. We can talk about Stranger Things another time because I want to know your thoughts. Maybe we can just talk about it after the finale, just to kind of see where
Yeah,
it
I
all
I
lands.
haven't watched the ones from Christmas Day yet.
Yeah, we'll talk
Apparently
about.
they're-
I'm curious to see your thoughts. But yeah, we can talk
Okay,
about that
I'll,
when
I'll
it
watch it probably
is all
today and
done.
tomorrow anyway. So yeah, okay.
Cool. Okay, well, we're talking about Shiva Baby today, which Harry's never seen. This is obviously part of our bite-sized bangers, and this is a feature directorial debut from Emma Seligman, based on her short film of the same name from 2018. Due to COVID-19, this one premiered at festivals in 2020, but did not get a wider digital release until April 2021. The film is an anxiety-inducing, one-location shot film. I feel like is the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
Starring the amazingly talented Rachel Sennett. Movie goes as follows. While at a Jewish funeral service known as a Shiva, Danielle is a college senior who experiences an awkward encounter with her sugar daddy and an ex-girlfriend while in the presence of all of her family and community members. So, Harry, first time watching. Did you know anything about this movie? Did you go in blind, and what did you think?
Went in blind, had no idea about it. My letterbox review is my entire review for this. Rachel Sonnet is monumental. She's fantastic in this. I love what you know me with closed settings. Love that shit. Everything about this is just so well crafted. It kind of felt like a play, if you know what I mean, which I really liked. But I thought it was really brilliantly acted, of course, and just so well written. But I feel like Rachel just really, like, this was made for her.
Yeah.
I felt like, but no, I thought it was great. Thought it was really simple. I love a good simple film, and I think it's one of those movies that I think everyone should just watch. Like, I think it's pretty important on all counts of just like, there's just so many little messages in it that I think is really good. About, like, even just down to her lying about what she's up to, like what her life is, because she's mirroring it off people that are mirroring it to her already, which is really important and kind of heartbreaking at the same time. Really good Jewish representation, I thought, of like the whole culture. Even just down to her schmearing on a bagel, I was just like, oh, that's good schmear, yeah. So, I thought this was really fun, to be honest.
Good. Yeah. I remember, I think Marta actually recommended this one to me years ago, and I threw it on not having any clue what it was, and I was locked in for an hour and 17 minutes.
This is a Marta movie, isn't it? This is such a Marta movie.
She loves this one. And yeah, it was just a really like fun, but also like one of those anxiety inducing movies where you can't look away, but you're also kind of just like, oh God, get me out of here. You just feel for her. And I think especially like if you were to watch this movie, like if you were still in college or just coming out of college and maybe you don't quite know what you're doing next or something, I think there's something to relate to there. I think also if you're from like, a community, like you don't have to be Jewish necessarily, but just like in a strong community where there are a lot of people who are involved in your life and want to have a say. Oh, you're not eating enough. Oh my God, you're so skinny. Oh, who are you dating? Just like those family events or those like community events you go to and people are just questioning everything you're doing. I don't know. I feel like especially as like a female, I feel like I remember like just going places and like getting all these endless questions. And it's very overwhelming. And then you add the fact that this guy that is paying you to sleep with him has his wife and kid. Like it's just like it's wild.
Also, he's just such a gross looking dude.
Yeah, I don't know how he got either one of them. Well,
yeah, dude, he was already batting extremely out of his league.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
Cool. We're all on the same page there.
There's so much there's so much good here. And then I also feel like it does have like a good representation for like the bisexual community. That's not something you really see in movies very often. And I think that even though it's like kind of not like the primary plot necessarily, I do think it is still like really cool to see, especially done by like a younger director and a younger actress. So yeah, I just think it's a really like great movie all around, very well crafted, like you said.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, let's get into it. I'm glad you liked it. This is a really hard one to break down. And I'm trying to avoid like doing it scene by scene, but that's kind of the only way to really do it.
A couple of the future movies that we're going to break, we're bulk recording today. A movie in a couple of weeks' time that we're going to... Eighth grade's fucking impossible. So like, I was writing and being like, oh, this is kind of the same as Shiva. Like, it's just insane.
Yeah, it is. I know. I feel like I kind of probably am breaking it down a little more than I need to, but just to make sure we don't miss anything, we're just going to do it. But feel free to stop me along the way. I think I have like 2.5 pages max here, so it's not going to take too long, but I'll stop periodically. So we opened to college senior Danielle. I'm going to just call her Danny from now on because that's pretty much what she goes by. And her sugar daddy, Max, having sex before she receives a phone call from her parents reminding her about a Shiva observance she's supposed to attend with them. So awkward. Just a great opening to a film, by the way. Just they get right to it.
It's so good.
She hurries off after Max gives her money and tells her he wants to support her future in law school. She meets up with her parents at her Aunt Sheila's house, where her mom lectures her on how to respond to questions about her disorganized life and reveals to her that her ex girlfriend Maya will be there as well. Danny notices Maya and her mother, reminds her no funny business. They awkwardly talk, and Danny is very cold to her, as it is clear they haven't spoken much lately, and that the entire community of people place Maya on a pedestal, essentially. We learn that Maya is actually the one headed to law school, not Danny, and is annoyingly adored by everyone at the Shiva, which starts to get to her. As Danny's being lectured about eating by all the women there, including her mother, she places food on a plate, and then she proceeds to scrape it all off. She's really struggling to eat and clearly is feeling mentally unwell. She then notices Max, who we learn is a former colleague of her father's, talking with him. And her mother insists that she meet him to see if there's a job for her, not knowing that she already knows him.
The scene where she's dragging her along.
Oh my
I was
God.
just like, oh, this is so fucking unnecessarily
I
stressful.
loved the entire mom's like physical vibe. Like I loved her glasses and her like she was so chic.
Yeah,
Her personality, awful.
yeah,
Awful, awful, so pushy, so ridiculous, but so believable in that sense. Like it honestly felt like how a real life mother would be in that situation. I mean, I
yeah.
know my mother would be like that. So believable all the way. Danny and Max make up a story about how they know each other to her parents before she excuses herself from the conversation. Her mother makes it clear that he is off limits as he is married to a non-Jewish woman named Kim, and they have a baby together, which obviously Danny did not know either of these facts.
And she's smoking, the wife.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yes, absolutely.
Not that it should matter.
Not that it should matter. No, it shouldn't matter. He's a piece of shit regardless. But like
He's
also
such a
also
scruffy,
she's
grimy man.
financially supporting him. Like
Yeah.
who is this loser? He's such a loser. But that makes sense. Only a loser would be behaving the way that he is. So
Yeah.
I have it to stop there. Do you want to add anything? I mean, like I said, this movie is like it's all in the experience. You can't really like break it down and have it sound like if you just read these notes, you'd be like, okay, this movie sounds boring. But it's like it's all in the experience. It's feeling it as the characters going through it. It's I think two things that make this movie stand out for me is the score and the lighting. As she builds her anxiety, it gets oranger and like you feel this like buildup of like tension, almost like you're like sweating along with the character. And like the music, the score just like goes off as she's like escalating in her kind of mental state of like feeling very claustrophobic and things of that nature. So I feel like that's really where it shines. The dialogue, yes, it's written well, but I do think some of those other things really make it
Yeah.
what it is.
No, for sure. What I love about it is that you learn everything as a character as what's
As they learn it.
what's Rachel Sonnet's name in it? Sorry.
Danny.
As Danny realizes, like when she leaves her phone in the bathroom, like you don't see that the wife get the phone or anything like that. It's like you learn as she learns a lot, which is what a lot of the anxiety around the movie
you're almost
is.
like in her situation, like
you're
with
feeling
her,
it with
along
her.
with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even see that she left her phone. Like we don't actually know for sure she left it
No,
until
for
like
sure.
later when she realizes it's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's so good. But yeah, no, I think that's kind of like I didn't even notice the score, but now you think back on it, it totally makes sense. So that's a really good observation. But yeah, I think Sonnets just owns this shit, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously she looks great, but on top of that, I just feel like the way she's able to like portray the uncomfortableness, and I think that that's sometimes like in Bottoms, for example, Rachel Sennett comes off like a little too much. I'm just like, oh, girl, can you just like tone it down? I think here is like her best. I think her like kind of
I'd agree.
chaotic energy works really well here, and I really enjoy it. Were you shocked to find that Max was going to be at the Shiva?
When he, no, someone mentioned at the beginning because I was watching this with my girlfriend and because she hadn't seen it either, and I was like, I reckon you'd like this. Apparently, she loved it as well. By the way, we both
Oh,
gave it
good.
4 stars. She like they go into the Shiva, and I think her mother's mentions the name Max. It's like, oh, one of your father's old work friends or someone that used to work with him, Max. And I was just like, wait, isn't that the guy from the first scene? Like, I'm not sure if they mentioned Max, but like,
I didn't catch it the first
it
time I
just
watched
triggered
it.
in my brain as like, they mentioned that character for a reason. Like, I reckon she's about to see the guy that she's been sleeping with, and it's gonna be like, and it's gonna blow up this whole thing, and it kind of did.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's continue on. So Max's wife Kim finally arrives with her baby Rose, since she was unable to secure a babysitter. This whole babysitter conversation is important. I didn't really write it down, but like the entire movie, like she's convinced everyone that the job she does is a babysitter,
Yeah,
which
when
is
it's
not
actually
true.
just Max gives her cash.
She's a sugar baby. I mean,
Yeah.
for more than just Max, but
Yeah, that's right, because she's on the apps, right?
Yeah.
So the app is called Sugar. I'm not sure if that's a real
It is.
app.
Yeah, I've known people that have done something
Good on 'em.
similar to what
Hey.
she does.
Hey, if you're happy to do it, good on you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah, while distracted by conversation, Danny accidentally gets pushed into a dresser drawer, injuring her leg. So she escapes to the bathroom, where she removes her tights and cleans herself up. This is kind of what you were talking about, but before she leaves her phone, she decides that she's going to have the brilliant idea of sending Max a topless photo in the mirror while he's there with his wife. So she takes it, and then sets her phone down, and she leaves it unlocked. We obviously learn that she leaves her phone in the bathroom, which is kind of implied as an audience member, but obviously she doesn't notice it, and we don't really know for certain. But yes, she ends up leaving it. So she heads back downstairs, where she's unable to focus or really look away from Max interacting with her parents and his family so casually in front of her. One thing I find really interesting on like second watch, especially, is like the camera hyper focuses on her and like blurs them. The whole time, all you're watching is just her facial expressions and like fidgeting.
Her expressions are
while-
so good.
yeah, while they're like in the background, like laughing and talking and being so casual about this whole thing. And I think that's really why this movie is so good, is just those little moments of like no dialogue, but just watching her unravel all of this. So yeah, just so good. But to avoid being near him, she offers to help clean up some vomit in like a nearby like playroom area as a means to escape, and Maya offers to help her. She's obviously been noticing the entire film at this point that something's off with her. Maya
Big
has
fan
noticed,
of Maya because
Yeah.
she's from The Bear.
yeah, Claire Bear.
Yes.
Although I really hate her character in The Bear, I can't really stand her. But yes, that
I
actress
love her
is
in
great.
The Bear.
Maya has noticed that she won't stop looking at Kim and asks her what's going on. Danny proceeds to talk shit on Kim, while Maya defends her, noting that her beauty and her entrepreneurship, and basically just like how she kind of does it all while being a mom. Maya begins to flirt with Danny before her mom notices and pulls her aside to reprimand her, noting that she thought she was done experimenting. But Danny expresses that her mother doesn't understand what being bisexual means. And this is kind of what I was saying earlier, like how it's like not like forward facing, but it really is important to the plot that like her family doesn't really understand her. Like they think it's just a phase or she's just experimenting. And like even Maya's mom doesn't seem to even know that they had a relationship.
Yeah, they even say that multiple times. It goes, oh, well, she experimented, but that was kind of it.
Yeah. So clearly she's dealing with an identity crisis on top of just the stress of life and what she's going to be doing with, her life after college. So there's a lot on her plate. Immediately following the stress of her mother's lecture, she's dragged over to meet Kim officially, and her mother asks for a job on her behalf. So cringe. So inappropriate. During the conversation, it is revealed that Kim needs a part-time babysitter. And again, everyone's under the impression that Danny is a babysitter. So she's asked, but her mom makes it clear she's looking for more of an office-type job. During the conversation, it is also revealed that Danny gets monthly deposits from her parents, so she doesn't really need money. She doesn't pay for anything herself. And Kim reveals that she's the breadwinner of the family, and therefore unknowingly funding Max's arrangement with Danny. Lots of reveals in this scene.
Because it's obvious that Kim knows by the end of this, right?
Yeah.
How quickly do you reckon Kim... Because I think Kim knows from the bracelet.
The bracelet, yeah.
Yeah,
About to be at that part. And that's kind of that's what I was thinking. And on second watch especially, I feel like the bracelet is definitely when she gets suspicious. And then the phone kind of just like confirms her suspicion. And yeah.
Yeah, big time.
To make matters worse, Kim notices that Danny's wearing the exact same bracelet as her, that she knows is expensive, and that Max had given her, and that it's pretty new. So Danny's lie about having gotten it a while ago and she can't really remember is obviously not true. Just as Max is walking back over with coffee, he receives the text Danny had sent him from the bathroom, sending him into a stir and accidentally dropping his phone and spilling coffee all over her. They're just determined to have her strip down all of her clothes, one way or another. Maya finds Danny at the food table after her mom has helped her clean up a little bit, but they're interrupted by Max, who is clearly annoyed with her. Maya, I love this scene. She loudly reveals the details of their past relationship, including growing up together, going to prom together, being intimate afterwards. And then after Maya is called away by her mom, Max tells Danny that she's full of surprises and asks if they are good. She lies, saying yes. This is like probably the most cringe scene. A bit later, she goes upstairs after he's been up there using the bathroom. She follows him and positions herself to fillet him and unbuckles his pants. And he changes his mind and decides to say no and leave, leaving her feeling incredibly
what a good guy. Yeah, what a great guy.
Such a great guy. I'm sure that was really hard for him. I said, any thoughts, Harry? How much secondhand embarrassment do you have?
Oh, dude, this movie's like... I was saying the same... I sent you a message last night when I was watching 8th grade of like, this is just so unbearable to watch. Like, it's like, that's the point of it, though. Like, for sure. But like, there's just so much... You're like, oh, baby, no. Like, that's what my girlfriend kept saying. Goes, oh, Shiva Baby, no. Like,
That's amazing.
Oh, Shiva
Yeah,
Baby.
I think this scene especially is for me, like, where you notice like a switch in her. I think this is like officially like a low point for her. She was already kind of heading there, but for him, I think she thinks that she has this like power over him, even with him having a wife. And that moment was kind of just like, no, you're not worth it. Like, I'm not doing this. And I think that definitely it's like kind of hit her self-esteem a little bit. Okay, so after this, Danny is stopped by endless amounts of women bothering her with greetings and questions. I love the way this scene is filmed. I think that this is where you really start to like feel the panic attack alongside her. She escapes outside to avoid a full panic attack, where she finds Maya smoking a cigarette, who asks her if she's okay. They finally admit to missing one another and then share a passionate kiss, which puts a big smile on both of their faces. And at this point, Danny sort of feels like a bit more complete now. Like, she can finally eat. Some of these things that she's been struggling with all day, it feels like almost like that moment with Maya really like helped calm her in a way. So she decides to join Max and Kim in conversation. She gets a little overzealous and begins
Shiva
asking
Baby,
probing
no.
questions
Shiva Baby, no.
about their home life. And they even hint that Max uses their Soho apartment as a bachelor pad, as they've recently moved to the suburbs. And Danny has now finally realized she doesn't have her phone. So elsewhere, Maya has found it in the bathroom and sees all the notifications from the Sugar Baby app. Danny comes to Maya to see if she found her phone, and she angrily kind of taunts her about her lifestyle and tells her that the phone is unlocked somewhere in the house, but won't be specific.
See, I didn't like this. I didn't like this. I thought this was really shitty from her.
Really judgmental, I felt.
Very.
Yeah. So that sends her into more of a panic. And then she even makes that comment about not wanting her parents to know their daughter's a whore. Thought that was
way too far. But she also admitted to that later, where she fully she's like, I shouldn't have said that. Like,
no,
like,
I know. Yeah, she definitely
but
apologizes.
Yeah, we're very much on the same page. Like, that was fucked up.
Definitely. So Max follows Danny into the kitchen after this, where they he ends things officially, and she indicates that it's a good idea so that his wife doesn't run out of money funding it for him. Nice little jab back at him. And then Kim approaches Danny, returning her phone that she found, and forces her to hold the baby while she gets something from her purse, since she's the babysitter. I love the passive aggressiveness in this scene. I think it's really powerful. She should own it.
Yeah, Kim's awesome.
Max arrives to grab the baby, who's crying uncomfortably in Danny's arms, and pulls the baby against Kim's wishes, causing Danny to knock over a vase and some sacred books onto the floor. I really love this scene where she's like attempting to clean everything up, and she's like doing like the prayer type of like thing on each book as she picks it up, and she's just slowly breaking down. She just fully starts crying. I don't know what I'm doing. Her mom and Maya both comfort her. I think that scene's really relatable and really like realistic. Like, she's just finally had enough. She just can't take it anymore. One person can only endure so much anxiety and like depression, not even depression, but just like, I don't know what you'd call it, but just like so much stress in one day before they finally just break down.
Yeah.
Her mom suggests that they help take an elderly guest's food out to the car as an excuse to leave. She tells her mom she really wants to leave. And Maya helps Danny, and they have a nice conversation on the way to the car. They kind of reconnect, and she apologizes, like you said. And then Danny's dad persuades everyone to get a ride home in his tightly packed van.
This
The
is
dad
so,
is so funny.
again, another, you're like, oh, no.
Oh yeah, such a great way to end the film, though.
So awesome.
Danny and Maya pack into the back seat. Kim and the screaming baby and Max pack into the middle with Maya's mom and an older woman they're taking home. And while the dad struggles to find his keys and chaos ensues, Maya reaches out to hold Danny's hand affectionately. They smile at one another. This is Shiva Baby.
Shiva Baby.
So, any final thoughts? Favorite cringe moments? Final score?
Oh, oh man, the cringe moment that comes to mind, just because it's like, it's just such a thing that happens at family events, is where the mother drags it to Max and Kim and asks for them to get her a job. That is so quintessentially like family. Like, that's such a mum thing to do. But I love this movie. I think I gave it 4 out of 5. I think it's what I love is like perfect for this topic, but like it's so short. It's like 77 minutes or something. It's nothing. Love it. I think it's really felt like a play in the best way possible. Thought Rachel's sonnet was fucking awesome. Yeah, it's just really tight, compact, but just it says a lot.
I agree. Yeah, I also gave it 4 stars, and I originally think I gave it like 4.5 when I first watched it, just because I had never seen anything quite like it. I feel like now I've seen a lot more like anxiety-inducing movies than I had at that time. And on rewatch, I was like, this is really good. But I don't know if it's like 4.5 territory, so I feel like 4 is definitely more appropriate for me. But yeah, I agree with everything you said. I think Rachel Sennett is definitely a powerhouse here. I think it's a very, like, can be kind of a subtle performance at times, but it's really, really good and really, like, accomplishes what they're trying to do. I think the supporting cast also helps add to the anxiety and just making you feel really uncomfortable in the best way possible. I think not two scenes, but like 2 things for me in this movie that we didn't mention yet that I just think are really like great and like well written. The scene where she walks out of the bathroom and there's just like these close-up shots of people like chewing food in her face and just like they're like that lighting that they use there. I think that's really a great visual
exactly
representation of someone about to like be on the verge of a panic attack. And then I think the other thing that I thought was like just really funny, like a funny ongoing joke, was the fact that she created like her own major and like all the conversations she has with people about like what exactly are you studying. Like I thought that was just a really funny bit that kept coming up.
Yeah, it just kept fucking changing.
Yeah,
That was
exactly. So yeah, all around just well done job to both Emma and Rachel being so young, making something like this, and really just driving it home very well. So that is what we think about Shiva Baby. If you haven't seen it, please watch it, because even though we just read you the entire plot, it's really just an experience kind of movie. You just have to
It's like a play.
experience it for yourself.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, so until next time, we're doing Guess the Movie?
So I've got 2 movies for you, Ash.
Okay.
So I've got 2 movies for you, 2
guessing the
different
cast?
films. You can ask any question you like. I can give you cast members if you want, but we can just do like 20 questions.
20 questions, got it.
Yeah. I've got 2 films for you, so go.
I'm so bad at these. Okay. So,
I'll help you out if you're far away from it. I'll start to steer towards it.
Got it. Okay, let's see. Is the film from the 2000s forward?
It's before the year 2000. It has been released. Yes.
Okay. I feel like, knowing me, you probably would give me something like 70s or later. So, okay, let's see. Is it a sci-fi film?
No.
Is it from like a big name director?
Yes. I would say it's big name director. I think you would as well.
Okay.
It's not like Spielberg big.
But it's a notable name.
Yeah, hugely. Yes.
Okay. Is it a part of a franchise?
No. Good question. I love that question, because
I mean, it's important to know.
for sure. But there's just so many fucking franchises now. Yeah.
It really is true. Is it a comedy?
No.
Okay. Trying to think what decade I want to try to narrow this down to. Is this a movie that I rate highly?
How much is highly? I've got your score on Letterboxd.
How about like 4.5 or 5?
Let me just double check. I don't think you gave it 4.5 or 5. No. I'll give you your score. How about that?
Sure.
'Cause I'm so nice. You gave it 3.5. So
Okay.
I didn't give it 3.5. I gave it. This is just for free for you. I gave it 4.5.
So something that you really love.
But I
That
love a
I
lot of
liked.
stuff.
You love to love.
I do love.
Um. Okay, I'm trying to like think. I'm trying to narrow down the genre, so I want to
Yeah,
keep
get the
kinda
genre.
asking
Get the
you.
genre.
Is it horror?
Yes.
Okay. Horror genre. Harry loves. Ash likes.
And you said sci-fi, right? And I said no. Is that what
Yeah.
you said? Yeah. It's not sci-fi. It's not comedy.
Okay.
It is horror. Nail down the. I reckon go the decade.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to go with 80s or 90s because I just have this feeling it's in there. Is it 80s?
No.
Is it 90s?
Yes.
Okay. 90s horror that Harry loves. Not a part of a franchise. So that means it's not Scream.
Think
It's not
of
an Evil Dead
not
movie.
franchise and big name director that does do some horrors, not like horror, but like suspenseful.
You said he.
Damn.
My mind is going to M. Night Shyamalan. Is that the director?
That is the director.
Okay. I just feel like knowing I don't love it, but you do, that's like the
Yeah.
first director I thought of. Okay, so this is probably has to be something like The Sixth Sense or I mean Signs came out later. So is it The Sixth Sense?
It is the Sixth Sense. Yes,
Okay.
correct. Signs is
Yay.
sci-fi as well, so I would have said yes to sci-fi.
That's true. Duh. Yeah.
But no, good work. See, well done.
Woo!
I didn't
Have you
steer you
seen
too
that
much
episode-
then.
Huh?
I didn't steer you too much then. I was just like, how about you? Let's just nail down these things, and you did it all yourself.
Yeah, I feel like you kind of helped me with like you giving me your score being much higher than mine because I feel like we have very like distinct like taste with directors sometimes. But honestly, I at first I wasn't even really going there, but then when I narrowed down to horror, I was like, I think that would count as horror, and I kind of started thinking about him. Also, we were just talking about the book earlier, so that's kind of why my mind was on
Yeah,
him.
good. Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, I've got another one.
Sorry, thinking of The Sixth Sense really quickly. Have you seen that episode of Always Sunny when they're talking about it and Charlie's like, Bruce Willis is the guy. That's the twist. And we're like, that is not the twist.
That is not the Charlie. That is not the twist.
Oh, I always quote that. Okay, next one. Let's see. Is this a romance film?
No.
Okay. Well, you're no fun.
If you say give me your letterbox scores, I'll give you both our letterbox scores.
Okay,
as
give Letterboxd scores.
well. You gave it 5. I gave it 4.5.
Ooh, 5-star film. Okay. Is this from the 2010s?
This was released between the year 2010 and 2019. Yes.
I just nailed that. Third
Yeah,
question.
You did indeed.
Is this another horror?
Not a horror.
Okay. Is it a comedy?
Comedy is one of the genres,
Okay. Not the primary?
not the primary. I'm also looking at the genres on Letterboxd. It is the second genre, but it's like
Is it a dramedy?
No.
Not horror comedy, not drama comedy.
If you get the actual genre, actually, it will give it away.
Got it. Okay. Have we covered it on the pod?
No,
Okay.
but I would. Obviously, you gave 4.5. We
Is
should do
it-
book adaptations, by the way, for a topic.
For a topic for,
I'm
The
just
pod?
thinking. Yeah, it just came to my head.
I like it. I'm trying to think. Is this from like a director I would know by name? Like they've had multiple films?
Yes.
Okay. Comedy is one of the genres. Is this a franchise?
How much is in a franchise?
More than one?
More than one, yes.
So that means it's like one movie with also a sequel?
At least one sequel, yes.
At first I was like, ooh, Ready or Not, but then I was like, no, that's not. That's a horror comedy, so that wouldn't work.
It's not real or not, no.
I can't think of that many movies right now that just have like two of them.
At least one sequel. At least.
I feel like that's got me more confused. I feel like I don't understand without like the full genre, because 2010s films I feel like are kind of tricky. So much stuff has come out in that decade. I cannot imagine what the other. Is it like a fantasy
No.
movie? I can't think of what the other questions we normally ask are. I feel like I'm just wasting time.
You got, it's a notable director, you said that you would know him by name.
It's a him.
Know them by name.
Is it a him?
It's a him.
Okay. So it's not romance, not fantasy, not horror, but it's comedy. Is it coming of age?
No.
Okay, so it's not coming of age, not horror, not comedy. I give it 5 stars, so that
You've
means
given it
I
5 stars.
love it. It's from the 2010s. I just wrote down no at one point, so I don't even know what question I asked you to that, but you said no. It's got at least one sequel.
Maybe narrow down how many sequels it has.
I don't understand how it can have multiple sequels. Like, do you mean like, is there like a trilogy? How many movies are in the franchise?
There's 3.
Okay. 3 films. Just the way you said that confused me. I'm like, is there like
Yeah, I know,
a-
but
a sequel
because then
and
you're
then,
like, what's the movie that just has one sequel? And I was like, oh, well, there's another movie as
okay,
well.
so there's 3 films in this franchise, and I love.
Yes.
Oh. Is this a Guardians of the Galaxy movie?
This is not Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, okay. I was like, that has 3, and I definitely give them all 5 stars. So that was a pretty good guess. I didn't know
That's
if
a very
like
good
maybe it was
guess.
like, I don't know what the genre would be though. Obviously, it'd be hard to name a superhero movie. Okay. So it's not a superhero movie at all.
No.
Okay. 2010s. So the first movie of the franchise came out in the 2010s.
Correct.
What trilogy came out in 2010s that I love?
That's the question, isn't it, Ash?
And this is the first, you said it's the first film in the
Correct.
trilogy?
Yep.
Okay. What director?
If you're getting really stumped, I can give you a hint.
Yeah, you're going to have to, because this is going to go on for way too long. People are going to get bored.
Do you want a hint?
Yeah.
The 3rd film came out this year.
Oh, Knives Out.
Correct. Damn it. Yes, damn it. Yes,
I
it
just
is.
needed to like know, like I needed like something, yeah, recent memory to like trigger.
Yeah, so mystery was the
Mystery,
main genre,
okay,
right?
got it,
So
got
if you
it.
got mystery comedy, you would have been like, oh, it's Knives Out.
I forget that mystery is like considered a genre. I don't know why
know.
my brain always forgets that one.
The other genre was
Nice.
crime.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yes, I do love Knives Out very, very much. Well, no, that was good. I feel like I did better on the first one. That one was a little tougher, but that was fun.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Well, that wraps up our episode on Shiva Baby. Thank you for listening. Next week, please watch Stand By Me. Can't wait to talk about that one. We are definitely not going to just start talking about it right now. Spoiler, we're recording quite a few episodes because I have some stuff going on soon, so I will not be able to record. So we're going to be doing quite a few episodes in these outfits. So yeah, please watch Stand By Me. But until then, I'm Ash, that's Harry, and we'll see you at the movies.